call it as papers, related papers of you. So here you must be knowing that connectedpapers.com. Connectedpapers.com is one of the platforms that will help you to identify the related papers, so that you will not be missing any paper in your publication. Sometimes when you defend your PhD, when you write, when you give your proposal for PhD, sometimes people will ask. In my department, is rigorously they are carrying out. Some professors are very much enthusiastic in reading, so they will read everything about the specific subject. So they can ask you why you have not mentioned these papers. If I am judging a paper, suppose my area, sometimes I was talking about bullying, I am talking about aggression. So if one of the students is coming to me with a proposal of bullying, so if he has not written anything about Olvius, definitely I will ask why Olvius is not. Because Olvius is a person who has worked rigorously on bullying and bullying victimization. If his paper is not available in any of the writing, it does mean that the candidate has not gone through rigorously the research. Because bullying is one of the Olvius is one of the writers, most cited writer in the area bullying and bullying victimization. Similarly, another area, for example, if I take the relational aggression, Crix is there. Crix is the area. He has the relational aggression. So this way, relational aggression. If I'm taking, I need relational aggression among school students. This is an area I would like to highlight. So I can get. Effect of parental attachment on relational aggression. So if this is a paper, if I look into one paper, significant paper, if I look into the just a minute, if suppose okay, if I key whatever relational aggression, this is my forward and front. Okay, this is my paper. So if I go to this, I can get a graph of graph that connects the related literature. So this is not simply copying and pasting into your study. Rather, you can look into whether these studies are properly mentioned by you or not. So it is getting generated, the graph is getting generated. So all the related papers, very significant papers, will be shown to you, and accordingly, as a researcher, you can decide which are the papers I have to look into. Then there will be not a question. If you're talking about the, see, these are the papers very significant. See, Crix, I told you the Crix. So Crick is a paper. Crick's paper is very significant. This is also Crick. This is also Crick. Because with relational aggression, Crick is essential because everywhere is mentioned. All these are Crick, Crick, Crick. See, these are Crick's paper. This is also Crick. This is Crick, 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 again Crick. So if I am a person, I know Crick has done rigorously work on that. Because all 97, 98, 96, 98 again, 96 again, 95, again 96, 97, 2002, 99, 2006, 98. So all these Cricks has contributed rigorously. So if you have not mentioned Crick in your research, as a person, I can challenge you. If you are not using this, it will not be possible. So go and read Cricks. If Crick is not there, it will not be good. So this is actually the strategy many of the reviewers and journals will also have. So to understand which is the best papers or the most cited paper, you will get. If you go to the list view, you will get the list. If you need year wise, so you will get the year wise also. 2008, most researches are done in 2008. This is a study, and this is not about Crick, but it is cited by 1767 people. This is creek. This is again creek. See, this is also creek. So this is again creek. So you can. That is why now, because I have experience with the same concept and content. So I'm just talking about it. So this way you can identify. So this will help you. Connected papers will help you to understand what are the things, what are the references, how many references they have, how many citations, or similarity, origin of similarity, year, all these things you will get. Regarding authors also you can, authors. So regarding title, so all these you can take into some of the studies also is possible. Otherwise also Australia, this is in Australia. So that is so many things you will get. Year wise also we can do it here. So connected papers is a very good platform that will help you to understand the things. Okay, connectedpapers.com. Okay, so it is okay. Otherwise, papers.com. So this I can give you post in the chat.
Please join on Google Meet. Now we have shifted from Zoom to Google Meet. Muthukumar sir.
Crick is an author. Somebody was asked about Crick. Okay. Okay. So e-governance. Okay, somebody is asking. So if I see the e-governance in connected papers, it is available.
Muthukumar sir, please join on Google Meet.
Actually, sometimes e-governance. E-governance smart communities. So it mentions that actually my free option is finished actually. I think because see the option is very, it is nominal US dollar 8 rupees, 8 US dollar per month. It is not. I'll just try again. E-governance. I think there are some specific attempts, so I have already attempted. So what I can do is I can change my this. Okay, I'm just logging out. I can log in with another. So with my Google account, I tried. So I'm logging into another Google account. So let me try with another Google account. This sometimes I'll be getting. It is also showing because they must have opted my, they must have got all the details. Use a different account. You're always fine. Okay, I'm just. Anyway, it is free. Okay, it is not possible for me to do on that because now we have tried with it. So you just try with yours. Okay, it's free for a limited attempts. Otherwise, you can go for a paid also. So collectively, from a college, from a university, collectively also you can try. Rather simply arguing for the student services, teachers, we teachers have to strive. We especially if you are a research scholar, please try to get this kind of facilities in the department. So nominal amount $8 per month is very nominal. So that kind of sometimes 2.5. I've seen this some 2.5 per month. So it's very nominal, and annually you will get around $25-30. So this will, but the impact will be something like anything. So whenever you are writing, suppose you are talking about artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence studies, you know how many studies are available on artificial intelligence. So if you see such kind of, Rayan is also another systematic review. Rayan is also one of the best platforms. So try Rayan also. So I'm not showing that as such. So you can try Rayan because there are many YouTube videos available on how to work on. Canva, I don't mean Canva is can be used for some design thinking kind of thing, because you have because in plagiarism generally we got plagiarism in the concept. When you are writing some theories, plagiarism, more chances of plagiarism. When you are making it as a designs, when you are making it as a diagrams, there are less chances of plagiarism. So better to go for such kind of things. Okay, Canva like of things. Similarly, the Mentle, Intnot, and Zotero, these are the reference managers. So you can look into the things. I'm not looking into that directly. These are very common things. So if you go to YouTube, so Mentle use a video. If you go to some videos, I'll just give you some videos mentioned on this one. So how to use it. So you just take it. I'm just not reading it. I'm just taking the link and pasting you for. It's a good video that you can look into. Okay. YouTube, many videos available. One of the videos I just posted for you. So this will help you to understand how Mentle is managed. Mentle, Endinode, and Zotero, any one you just try, because if you are, sometimes people, some journals will ask you to write without Mentle. These kind of reference managers writing using Mentle or Endinode will not be preferred by many of the journals. Anyway, for a researcher, the management of the reference is very significant, and EndNote, Mentle, Zotero, these are very significant things in that line. Please go through any of this. Mentle, I have given shared a link, so you can go through that. Now, SiteNet Explorer is also a that will help you to develop this. If I go through that, let me copy paste in the this. You can also try SiteNet Explorer, what it is. Yes, SiteNet Explorer. This is also like this is analyzing the citation pattern in literature, just like the one concept, but we'll get a lot of information regarding that. You can try. You can also see the SiteNet. You just explore it. I've just shared the link, SiteNet Explorer. These are all having significance. Ghost viewer generally we use in the bibliometric analysis. Based on the bibliometric studies, based on the references, we can develop some links and the most cited articles. All these things we will get through Ghost Viewer. So Ghost Viewer is a site generally we use for the bibliometric analysis, along with Original Lab is another, Matplotlib. All these are the applications. ECB, if you just say ECB, it's very easy to understand about the bibliography. Let me come to the ECB. APA citation example. It will give you the model of citation. It helps you. ECB will help you to understand the citation. Now the in Jesus 2022, this is also another software that will help you to understand. So all these are helpful in the research. If you come to the writing assistants, Grammarly, Ginger, all these are known as writing assistants. Writing assistants, like if you go to the Grammarly, you will get actually understand. If you go to the premium version, you will get n numbers of options, like paraphrasing is possible in Grammarly. Some suggestions are given through Grammarly. Punctuation errors, grammatical errors, all these will be rectified, and also the style of writing is also possible. Now, if you go to Quillbot like platform, Quillbot, you must be knowing the Quillbot, many of you. You go to the quillbot.com. So Quillbot, if it is a paid version, you will get an idea. See, fluency, shorten, formal, academic, creative, all these are available. If you upgrade to the standard, it will be possible. Anything you write, it goes, I'm an Indian. For example, I'm an Indian from Delhi, and I work in a university. Suppose I need to paraphrase it. Simply I click, I work at a university and I'm an Indian living in Delhi. So the way it paraphrases, many people will be knowing that my name is Anand. See, this is another issue. So they are making a name for me. This is actually not good. So whenever you are using the paraphrasing tools, make sure that you are reading after paraphrasing it. If I need a fluency, I can use the fluency type version. So if I have sentences, so never ever go for copying things from the an area. Just go. For example, I'm taking from some, let's just say, research. Regarding research, I'm just writing something about research. So I found something, but never ever copy directly from a website. For an example, I can write research. What is research? So if I take this, I need to paraphrase. I'm just copying it and pasting in the quillboard. Never ever do this. First, you do a paraphrasing of your own, then you use the quillboard. If I paraphrase in fluency, I'll get an idea about it. See, this is a serious exam. So many things have changed. Again, you can rephrase it. This way, we will get it. If you want to shorten it, so it is unlock premium. See, they will not allow you to. Only standard is available for free. So see, whatever is given, it has done changed. So sometimes some sentences, some words must have been replaced. So what you can do is just do it yourself. First you copy whatever we have copied, take a word file. Whenever you are doing it, suppose if you are doing a word file, I'm just taking a word file, I'm just copying and pasting it. Now, based on this, I'm reading this, I'm just writing in my own language. Research is a careful consideration of study. So immediately going to Quillbot or that kind of platform will not give you a better result. So better you paraphrase, because apply your mind, take into your context, then paraphrase it. So here exercise will be done, and then you are paraphrasing and quoting the exactly from where you have taken. This is your website. So this website you should quote, because from this only you have taken. So this should be, even though you paraphrase it, you have to use it. So whenever you are using, it's to be very careful. So this is the one of the tools that we can use for paraphrasing. Okay. Now, some of the strategies. Don't misrepresent. These are some of the, while you are writing a paper, be honest to the reader. Don't include that anything that doesn't answer your question. Unnecessary lengthening of your paper. Incomplete idea. Sometimes people write incomplete idea. This is not good. Whenever you are clear with something, write it. Otherwise, don't go for writing such kind of thing. Don't exceed the recommended word limit. Too many generalization. NEP is good for nothing. This is a kind of generalization sometimes we have. If it is a genuine, if it's a genuine written, somebody has carried out many researchers and they have mentioned, then it's okay. Otherwise, some unwanted generalization or writing in vacuum. Sometimes people say that in the government schools of Bihar, nothing is happening. This is generalization, vacuum thing. We are writing in a vacuum. If you have references in court, we have carried out a study among 2000 government schools of Bihar, and we noted that nothing is happening in government schools of Bihar. If you have a study finding, write it, cite it in bracket, write the references properly. Otherwise, don't write in vacuum. That is the best thing. Some proofreading, plagiarism, referencing, all these things. Use clear languages and many journal articles. Recently, last week, perfectly on 6th of January, 6th of February, I had a talk of some of the law colleges of Kerala. So I referred to some journals for this kind of exercise, the same kind of exercise I was doing. So they, in that journal, they mentioned that never go for unwanted sentences in passive voice. They need an active voice. So in the journal, it is mentioned that unwanted passive voice are to be avoided. Write in active voice. So these are some of the things journals need. Make sure that data, figures, everything is correct. Write in sequence. Ensure the carried out test and sufficient number. Cite the references I have taken from some website and blogs. Don't use I like first person. That is also not recommended. So these are some of the things I would like to highlight. And finally, collaborate well in any publication, especially we are in the age of artificial intelligence. Whenever you are using artificial intelligence tools, use it for a good cause. Otherwise, never go for that. I can tell you the best use of artificial intelligence tools, like any, for example, just take simple artificial intelligence tools. We have a chat GPT kind of thing. If you use it, just use it for getting an understanding or rigorous details of a component, then it's okay. So recently, when my student was doing developing her tool, I told her to use ChatGPT to get an idea. So whenever she was looking into ChatGPT, she got an idea of how rigorously we can write various kinds of sentences. Then we can replicate the same exercise in using the human brain, not only the machine. So the idea, the sentences that exhibited in the chat GPT, it boosted the thinking process, and she developed her tool test according to the requirement. So some of the samples, some of the doses we will get it. That is the possibility. Okay. Now collaboration is required. In some journals will never accept your paper if you don't have a collaborator. Support system, ask for a support system. So better try for support system. Plagiarism services should be there in a university or college. Then only the faculty will be coming forward with more and more intellectual outcome. Paraphrasers, writing assistant, these are the requirements for any university or department. Then only the department will be good in their publication. All these are the things we have to look into. This I mentioned some of the conference papers while writing that you can use. Now this is ethics matters. When we are talking about ethics, there are three cardinal sins in research. We know that fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. Everyone knows the plagiarism. Plagiarism is an act of mentioning any sentence or ideas without proper acknowledgement. That we call it as plagiarism. The other two are fabrication and falsification. Fabrication consists of manufacturing of the data, creating the data sheets, graphs and images. We will be creating sometimes. This all considered as fabrication. Never ever go for such kind of things. Whenever you're doing a study, rigorously design how will it go on. Whatever we are doing, we need a lesson planning. You're teaching, lesson plan is required. You are going for a vacation, you are planning the day-to-day activities, where you visit today, where you visit next day, what will be your breakfast, where you to go, if you go to that side, from where you will take the breakfast, whether it is inside the bus, whether you will be stopping for half an hour. All these we are planning. Same way research also requires very rigorous planning. Then if you have a rigorous planning, consent will not be, we will not be thinking about the consent letter from the parents or from the related others of the students. After, always if you have a plan, definitely the consent letter comes for the first time before administering the test or tool or experiment. So we will go for that. Then only we will move to the intervention or application of tools and techniques. Such kind of things. Falsification is alternation of value, omitting of outliers, manipulation of images, all these changing the pattern of measurement. All these we call it as falsification. These are to be taken care of very rigorously. So in the age of technology, applications and software are available for us to help us. So apt use and rigorous use and smart use of these resources, it is required. Otherwise, you will be penalized. It will be against your academics. With this verse, I conclude and I open the discussions regarding. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Plagiarism. Okay, somebody is asked of plagiarism. Plagiarism is actually, it is an act of writing anything without proper citation. Writing anything doesn't mean that writing as such. I told you initially, whatever you are writing should not be replicated even as an idea. I told you, somebody has written, India suffers a lot in terms of unemployment. Somebody mentioned that. So you thought that I will change it. Even you change it, that then also you have to do that. Suppose you are changing it. Indian youth is not satisfied in the governmental initiative since they are not getting employment opportunities. This is actually the same thing what is mentioned by the earlier person that you have read. That is also that is also plagiarism, because you read a paper. Whatever you have read is unemployment is the major cause, major issue in India. What you have written in your paper, Indian youth are not satisfied because they are not getting more employment opportunities. Both are same, literally idea based. So idea should not be mentioned like that. So that is the thing. That is plagiarism. You are always welcome to questions. Please unmute and ask.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any?
For reducing the plagiarism, only thing is that cite whenever you are taking an idea, make maximum paraphrasing, and citation is required. Citation means from where you have taken, give the acknowledgement to the author. Maximum paraphrase, then do that. Okay, that is actually the way of reducing plagiarism. And second thing is that if your paraphrasing no is not up to the level, first you paraphrase, then use Quillbot like paraphrasers. Wherever you do, whatever you do, always remember for every sentence, give the citation properly and the references properly. Never copy paste anything as such from any research and paste in your research. So in the review conclusion, you will not get as such, but you will get an idea of what review is, what is the major theme. All these things you can identify through Ryan type of software that you will get you, but it will not be concluding as such. But the major themes you can identify. To find the research gap, actually review is the process to find the research gap. If you rigorously review, you will be looking into small, some things. For example, I'm just typing in the chat box, you're talking about academic performance of visually impaired students. Okay, academic performance of visually impaired students. If you're talking about academic performance of visually impaired students, so you are looking into the studies. Okay, you are looking into the studies. So how many studies are available? You got, for example, 100 studies you got. So you are looking into all the studies. So what are the visually impaired students? All the studies are on visual impairment. Now, how many students are carried out in the cultural context of yours? You are from Punjab, so how many are from Punjab? You are looking into how many are from India, how many are from outside India. Inside India, whether studies are there or not. If nothing is available, okay, my study, there is a gap. I can conduct. If 50 studies are from India, then you can see whether it is carried out in the context of your state. Then it can. Whether it is the same level that you, higher secondary, senior secondary, or secondary, higher education, which level you, whether such level visual impairment is taken care of. Another is what are the factors they have considered in academic achievement. Finally, you will get, okay, this is carried out, so I will not go. This level is carried out, I will not go for. This measurement is done, so I wanted to do a different. Finally, after review, you will finalize, okay, this is a gap. This is nobody carried out in this area, so I will carry it out. Nobody carried out among visual impairment of the early school years, first and second standard. Nobody carried out studies on academic performance, so I will do that. Critical review is actually somebody is mentioned the critical review. Critical review is you are critically reviewing in terms of certain parameters. Critically reviewing in terms of parameters. This is happened, this is not happened. So you will critically analyze it based on certain parameters. Such review is known as critical review. Sometimes you can have a just an information. Okay. Okay, latest thesis. Actually, now many of the universities in India they upload the PhD thesis in Shodh Ganga, but some universities are very slow in the process due to shortage of staff, some other because they have to scan everything and they have to upload in the website of Shodh Ganga. So better use Shodh Ganga. Shodh Ganga. Better use Shodh Ganga. You will get more information. Okay. And another is about systematic review is actually the systematic review. It is a process of understanding the literature based on some framework. So you can write Prisma in the Google, you will get an idea of systematic review. The framework of systematic review is known as Prisma. You can go through that. Somebody has mentioned about the patent again. Okay, suppose there is a developed instructional module. So instructional module actually now whether it can be a product, that is a question. Your idea should be a product or it should be a model, then it will be possible. Otherwise simply a module may not be. So you can go through make it as a product. What is a product or a design? If you are doing such kind, it will be a researchable, patentable thing. Any questions I left, please ask if you have any questions.
Shobana Devi has asked, apart from Shodhganga, is there any other website? Some colleges, some universities have their own
Yes, some
repositories.
universities have international theses are available. If you go to your university or nearby university where they have online collection of theses, you can find out the international works also. Some universities are already they always mention because people are these days they are behind the open source what we call it as open movement, open education movement. So there are many available in many universities, and sometimes you can also find the online resources of a university. They will have the thesis and project section in online, so that also will help you to identify.
And sometimes it may not be available for the public. So once if you
Yes,
make a
yes.
visit to the their
Public it is not available. The universities will subscribe it, and accordingly you may get it. So better to have a connection with people or universities. Some universities they will charge very few money, amount, very nominal amount like 50 rupees or 20 rupees. They will give you access to their e-resources. So such a way also you can visit the university nearby good universities. That would be better. If, for example, if you're talking about Kerala, University of Calicut is a wonderful university because of my experience. I'm talking about through which you can access. They will charge less than 50 rupees per day for membership of the library. So if you have a membership, you can get the print copies for Xerox for photocopy, also the online resources. If you go to the online platforms, you will get all the subscribed resources in a single window system. It is very effective. Similarly, it will be available in any university. It's up to the university. Some universities may not be purchasing all the resources, so that is up to the university. So find out the link with people and also try to go to these kind of things. Free journal publications, many journals are free. Now we have seen a very good journal, International Journal of Educational Technology in Higher Education. That is a free journal, no need of publication fee. Many of the Scopus journals are free. Only thing is that we should be patient. We should submit paper in advance, wait for 1 year or 6 months to get the review. That is the requirement. Hurry basis, nobody will publish. That is the thing.
And regarding the publication, the major issue people face, we face these days are the scams.
Yes, yes, many
So
scams.
some since actually I feel UGC also should take some measures to
Yes,
reduce the
yes.
scams.
They have already. I have already shown.
Yeah.
There is a list of journals,
Ah, but
clone journals.
but the thing is, regarding when the print journals are included listed in the scope, sorry, UGC care, it doesn't point into the website because the journal is not having website. So what these scammers do, they just create a website in the name of the print journal title, then they publish. So that way,
Yeah, that is actually I also have experience because when I gave my scholar gave a paper to such kind of journal, it is available print only. So what they do is they will publish in the same kind of cover page, and they publish, but not a limited paper. They will publish 40-50 papers together and give you a bundle of collection
yeah.
without formatting as such. Because when you look into that itself, we can find out that it is not a, real journal.
Suppose
It is a,
Jamia Millia Islamia DES is having a print journal included in UGC care, so they
uh,
may be publishing it. But by sitting here, I will collect some papers by charging
yes,
3,000, 5,000, 10,000, and 20 papers. Such collected will be printed in the form of a booklet, and I am sending to the
yes,
people by making them fraud.
yes, yes. This is also happening.
So
So
the,
there should be actually what I find is like scopers, there should be a mechanism. Otherwise, UGC care system should
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it should be
it's
like a scopers. All the
yeah,
clarity should be there.
until it is
Yeah.
no perfect like Scopus system, UGC care is opening platforms for scammers.
Yes, yes, that is also one of the thing. We
Yeah,
cannot guarantee that it is proper, it is properly managed. And even though the system, we are respecting all the
yeah,
initiatives of the apex body, still we can say that there are some loopholes.
yeah.
People, scammers, those who are the
And
behind the predatory,
uh,
they are doing. Yeah.
so other thing is, unfortunately, if we search the titles and the publisher contact details of the print journals, some print journals included in UGC care, no information is given.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the issue of UGC care.
Yes.
Many journals information how to submit paper is not. Then what is the use of UGC care? That I sometimes I raise the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
What is the use of UGC care? UGC
And
care is sitting for quality, but there is no information about the journal. There is no information about how to submit an article. Then people will be searching here and there. So if you search here and there in Google, they will get the scammer's ID prominent in the journals in the search Google search. So you'll be sending, and again you will be a part of that.
and finally, maybe after 2 years, UGC will list it as cloned journal. Then
Yes, yes, that is
and
it. So
meanwhile,
better, yeah.
yeah,
I think with some pressure, they will include such kind of journal.
yeah.
So that should not happen. The
And
pressure should
in
not
these
be there.
days, at least when a print journal is included in UGC care, at least UGC should ask them to open a website and list the titles of the papers which they publish in their journal. At least the
Yes, yes,
titles.
yeah,
Then only it can be
yes.
verified whether it's genuine or not.
Yes, yes. There are some good journals. Of course, I agree. There are some good journals, but actually, the issue is that government or the UGC is not supporting the system of publication. And also, in a university, even take the NCRT. NCRT is a reputed organization. It is a government organization. It is very much concerned on quality, but they are not regular about the publication because their 2021 journal is available now. Now it is 2024. So even they don't have any mechanism to run. Those who are the ongoing assistant associate and professors rank or faculty, they are assisting in publication, they are assisting in review, so they are taking us overtime without any additional benefit. So people are reluctant to come forward and do the activity. That is why it is getting delayed. Otherwise, some people will come forward. They will be working day and night to make the journal updated. Or sometimes it will be again their rotation will be going, and again the other person will be coming. There will not be that commitment. They will not be showing that commitment. Again, it will be losing its worth. That is actually happening. We don't have a mechanism. At least the reputed systems like NCRT, NCT, they should have a publication wing where they should appoint faculty members either on contract basis or consultant basis. Then the system will work rigorously. If they are running it, the journal with the available faculty members, it will never run properly and smoothly because they already have the workload of one or two professors. Now the extra burden they are getting, they will not work. These are some of the systems that we have to revive. Hopefully, in the near future, I hope that something will happen. Otherwise, we stop the UGC care system kind of things. Just directly rely upon the scopers, compete with the scopers. Then the quality will be enhanced.
Exactly. Now, Baby Shalini has asked, is there any way to construct self-made tools?
Yes,
Self-made
you
tools are
can
constructed.
you can construct a self-made tool, and if you are looking into the tool development procedures, that is very rigorously you have to look into the tool development process. Tool development is a very rigorous process. Earlier we were having some traditional tool development process. Now in the psychological tools, especially the educational, psychological, commerce and management, all these tools we develop using factor analysis and structural equation modeling, especially the scales and questionnaire. So we can use it, and there are many ideas regarding that. If you learn the books like anesthesia, or if you go Gregory, I don't know exactly the spelling, Devellis. These are the developers. These are the people they have done rigorously on tools. So if you go these books, you will get an idea regarding that. And all the educational or related social science research books, you will give the idea about tool development. Okay.
Okay, I hope now there are much queries. So anyhow, the discussion is very fruitful. Like these platforms are opening windows for us to discuss on the things which we know, which we want to know, etc. And on this ground, we at Kannur Salafi B.Ed College has started program EduSphere Colloquium series where if anybody is interested to present on any topic of expertise, please contact me so that we will find a date and time for you and for the presentation. And I wish to conclude this session by telling that wonderful session it was. We had an insight on various aspects of research publication, including plagiarism, ethical concerns, and other tools which makes the product, the publication, a good quality one. And we have also discussed various journal standards according to which we will be able to modify our paper before submitting the papers to the publication house. So uh, and we ended with a fruitful discussion also. Thank you very much, Dr. Sameer sir, uh, for your presence and presentation, and thanks a lot to all the participants also for attending the session. Amidst the twice glitches happened on the Zoom, we could immediately shift into Google Meet. So such glitches will not affect us. That is what we learned today. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you, sir. See you.
Thank you.